Here we are out here at old Pappy's house. I wanted to come out here and get a picture of this, or a video of this actually, before it fell down, because as you can see, beautiful night out here, but this is all that's left. Pappy's house, chicken house, slaughterhouse, all that been gone by peasants, whatever you want to call them. I remember last time we were out here, everybody, we took a little drift up there on the hill, looked at some dirty cars and some, we went back there and looked at the falls. That was shit. Who knows, but I just remember being in the back of a truck with Aunt Shirley and my cousins and whoever. And we took a ride up the hill here. But we're just gonna make a short video here just because this old girl here ain't looking too good. And that's all that's left at Pappy's farm here. So let's just take a walk just because it's the right thing to do. But yeah, we spent many a times in here. But here is the old big ass bird. I think I was a buzzard in here. Holy shit. About scared the shit out of me. He's up in that tree here. But here's the old loft. Believe it or not, we used to jump from up there down into the hay. And then there was an escalator in here. I'm sure that got sold for profit or whatever, but it was an escalator that pumped that hay up to the top here, and we used to enjoy riding it and all that shit. So but here is an old, I think this is an old, I'd be lying if I knew, I think it's an old combine. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I can't believe it's still here and wasn't sold, but here it is. Whatever, let's take a walk out here, see if it's safe. We'll be sure it's safe before we take a walk here. And you can see this floor is dipping with that heavy machinery. And we used to, believe it or not, this used to be full faced, and there was a little gap over there. And we used to have a great time. There used to be about 37, 38 head of cattle down there. And we used to have a great time just pissing on the cows. Not sure why, but that's what we did as cousins. We came here and the cows were down there. Some of us were afraid of them, whatever, some of us not. And they were just down there eating and grazing with their calves, and we would piss on them. This, like I said, this was all enclosed. There's just a couple boards missing. But here is, you can see where somebody probably been sleeping out here, sneaking in here at night, who knows, whatnot. But you can see that's where it dipped out. That's broken off completely. So who knows what's left of this. That's why I wanted to shoot a video of it before she'd be too late here. So you can tell the door hinged off already. We got this door here, which is who knows what the fuck it is, just holding this one shut. This used to be our favorite spot because we would loft up the hay and obviously jump down the hay loft. So that's all that was. We would throw it down to the cows in the bottom of here. They'd eat it and we would jump down in that hay. As you can see, there's a plow here. So beautiful sunset here coming in, whatnot. Like I said, we're just making this video because this floor here, I wish I could tell you this floor is dipping down. That's coming down about where that pile of cement is. It's coming down and creasing in the middle. So we're making this video before this bad boy falls down, which could be any time soon and whatnot. But yeah, this door here has kicked the bucket, and this used to be my favorite spot if I can get a video of it. I used to go down here and wait, let's get a picture of this right here. Yeah, because them sideboards have come off of here, and you can see that beautiful sunset through there. Car just came by creeping, looking, of course. But yeah, this used to be my favorite spot. I used to come down here, and I was a little afraid of a couple cows my pap had, but yeah, I used to come down here, sit on about the 6th step up, and I would just watch here. These are the different stalls with the different cattle. There's what, 4 stalls on this side, and there used to be one there, and there was an old girl Holstein cow. She was a female with horns, and she was mean as shit, and I would just sit here for hours just to watch her, just to see what she did. But yeah, this is the old Roman grounds. We would come down here and ride calves and whatever, and whatnot. But these are the You can see the floorboards are falling down here. These struts here aren't too safe anymore. You can see the bow in those. There's a bow in them big boards there. And then obviously this is where the cows would come out to pasture. And as I mentioned before, look at that big bastard. This is where they would they would pasture, and we would go up right there. And the spot is where we would piss on them. I don't know why it was. Me and all my cousins, we would all piss on the cows. We don't know why, but I guess it was something. But this here is, yeah, all the acreage out here. Over there's where my mom and dad used to live. You can see the beautiful sunset there. And all this used to be cattle ranging. I remember Tony coming back here and feeding the cows, dropping down 5 or 6 bales, and they'd all come up here. And then we learned as kids yelling sook. Sook would call the cows in. Sook! How we'd call them in. And they did respond to that. It was fun, kind of neat. So, but yeah, here's the old barn here. You could see that was all closed. That's all closed. So she's close to a windstorm away, and you can see the buckle boards there on them big logs. But yeah, she's probably pretty close to a windstorm away from falling. So we're just doing this video to go back in here just to show you before. But these are buckle boards you can see right there. Those are all creviced down. Instead of those being straight, those are all buckled down. And you can see the buckle boards here. This board here is even kicked out here with the pins. We're going back up my favorite steps. These steps have been here, Jesus, since 1985. Like I said, they were my safety net, because when the cows went nuts or went Brahma on me, there was a safety net of sitting there. So, and here's the barn doors that slide. Of course, they're about history and whatnot. But good video here, Pappy's barn here in Portersville, PA. Before the last of it falls and somebody sells it or whatever for boards or concrete, whatever. So next time we come out here, this may be down if we get a good windstorm. But we'll get you another video here. This is just for memories, nothing more. Yeah, we got a good picture of the 4 Chevy trucks loaded with hay. But there she is. And like I said, if you look at certain spots, not looking pretty. The door has fell off the hinges. And we pretty much gave you a tour of the inside. And this is just all for memories and for yesteryear's sake. So cattle used to roam here. And believe it or not, I can tell a story right there. There was a fence right there, and I pissed on it as a kid. And I learned out about electric fence real quick. There's still power rocks there. And I stood on top of them, probably 10 years old. And I pissed on the electric fence, and I learned a lot about it real quick. So here we are out here, Portersville, PA. Like I said, last thing that's left of Pappy's farm. Here's the old barn, which me and my cousin spent a lot of time in. Chicken house gone, everything else, etc., etc. So we decided to do the right thing here before she falls, and we ain't got no pictures or videos to grab one. So this is where the slaughterhouse was. This is where the chicken house was. This is the hill to climb up to, obviously, the hay fields, whatever. Pappy Tindall's house used to sit right there. And back there is some fields, etc. So not much left here from the Tindall farm here in Portersville, PA. So we decided to share it with y'all and go from there. So here she is. This is April 2023, the spring. I think the next good wind or storm we have probably takes that down, just based upon what I showed you in detail between the struts and the support boards being bowed and almost falling. So I'm kind of glad I did come out here and get this before this bad boy falls down. So over and out here from Pappy Tindall's farm here in Portersville, PA, April 2023. I hope you enjoyed it, because I did save the video here for you guys before this baby's on the ground and we can't see her again. Over and out.